Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Yeah! And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10 now from the 36. Man in motion here is Tucker. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Second and 7. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On first down, it's O'Connell. He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. On the bootleg, it's O'Connell. That is caught side of the end zone. Harrison Bryant, touchdown Raiders. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands. He's got that big-bodied tight end.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now, Carlson to add the extra point. The kick. Good. And the Raiders are able to extend the advantage. 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. And so they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Swift. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Tommy Eichenberg, the former Buckeye, in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. They'll run. It's Swift. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike. But now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
They'll try and throw. Here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and Aiden O'Connell heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll get about 2. Jack Sanborn on the stop. Now Madison. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd and 9. They go play action. It's O'Connell.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Williams. He finds the...
This quarterback has a reputation for being... quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Allen in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Line of scrimmage. It's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll try to run forward. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off, and whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter, there's really no choice but to go for this. Once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Big hold to the 30. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
They'll stick with him again. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Now O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll go. O'Connell. Cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's going to be taken down.
Well, that certainly didn't take long. 2 back-to-back really nice plays, this one on the ground, and this is the idea, Mike. Every offense in the league, you want to strike fast. You want to have big explosive plays. Now you find yourself here, first and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7, first and goal. They'll run with Swift to the 5-yard line. Now here's second and goal. To throw is Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll get this underneath to Swift.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Here's third down and a few inches. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
They'll begin here on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they face second down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. On second down, here comes Madison. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.